Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this RYOKO laptop power bank. It is intended for 110 volts, provides 85 watts of output power, has a capacity of 27,000 milliamps. And it's an external battery, has 5 volts standard USB ports, USB-C on the side, is supporting high-speed charging, and for laptop, phone, tablet, camera, Nintendo, and so on and so on. It's listed for about $90 currently on Amazon. It's pretty new product and it's pretty interesting, and we just have to find out what it is for. I mean, it's not a normal surge protector for a normal PC. It has just not enough power. I mean, with 85 watts it's not suitable for a normal PC. It is definitely suitable for small laptops or net tops or something like that. For powerful laptops you have to already be careful about that. You have to check in your manual if your laptop is using more than 85 watts. So it probably won't hurt your laptop, but it can be too much, and I don't know how your laptop will react. So yeah, but apart from that, it's really versatile. It has a lot of possible options. So it comes in this really simple box. There's not much description, no specs, no nothing, and so this is what we get. It's nicely packed and protected here inside. We don't get a lot. I mean, we have the power adapter and we have the device itself, so we have to take it out. It's really heavy. So here we are. I can already show you that it has all these nice ports. I mean, we have the standard 110 volts with 85 watts output. That's normal, like grounded output. We have a button for AC, one for DC, 2 times USB, 5 volts, 3 amps max, and we have the power direct, with a USB-C up to 45 volts, especially like for MacBook Pros, fast charging and so on. And here we have the power. We have to charge that, of course, first, and that's the air, like that's a fan inside. You have to check how this works, how loud this is, and how this really works, how the capacity is. I'm going to show you like how it works with a small laptop and how much power we really have inside. By the way, here's a small manual, and as always I'm going to show you the full manual. It's just taking about 30 seconds or so. If you want to read that, go to the highest resolution, put it on 1080p or so, put it on pause, and then you have enough time to read, so we can see everything here. Product diagram and some basic description how to use and maybe how not to use. So that's already it. Here we have some interesting information. Peak output here on USB-C is 45 watts, and we have up to 13 volts, 2.3 amps. That's like quick charge, as far as I know. Takes up to 4 hours to fully charge, and we have also a maximum peak output of up to 170 watts. So I don't know what peak means. Can we do this for a few seconds, minutes, or hours? I don't know. So for me the limit is definitely 85 watts, which is definitely not much, but I mean, it's not really large when we are talking about like surge protector, which has 350, 400, 500 watts or so. Usually these things are much larger, and they don't provide power for a really long time. It's just for a couple of minutes or so, so you can save your data. So this is a little bit different thing. It's intended for rather small things, like really small laptops, iPhones, iPads, MacBooks Air, and those things, maybe game stations or so. You can definitely use that. So here we have it on power. I'm just going to plug this in here. So let's check what we see. I hope you can see that it's a little bit mirroring here in the display. So now I think you can see something, at least as long as I push. And yeah, now it's even actually better when I don't push. You can see it better. It's just during the night it's nice when you push, and then you have this background illumination. So you can see that that's not usage, that's 23 watts, that's not output, that's input. So you can see it's charging here. We are on 75%. There is 1 hour left for charging. It's charging with 23 watts. Yeah, that matches about the description. 1 hour for 25% makes 4 hours in total for charging. Now let's see what happens when we push here. Also just the light, I think DC on probably is always, maybe just when we need a lot of charge for PD. Let's check on that later. AC on, yeah, I've already checked, doesn't do a lot. It's also just more or less illuminating this screen here at the moment, as long as we don't have anything plugged here in. So let's plug something in and check on that. So I have brought here my small Asus laptop. It's more like almost a netbook or so. Battery isn't doing so great, so it would be nice to have some assistance when I work outside, because with the built-in battery it's not going to last very long. So it could be really helpful if I have something like that, and I could extend the runtime for a couple of hours. So let's just plug it in here. So you can see it's normal plug. I can also use it this way. This is even better. You can see, so it's more or less flat. That's definitely much better. And what we can see, it's not doing anything. You can see it's not showing anything. When I just press here for a short time, it's not doing anything. So you can see still 75%. And the watts is 0. Hope you can see that. So what I have to do, I have to long press here, and that only works when it's plugged in. So as long as you don't have something plugged in, you can press as long as you want, there's nothing happening. So this is, I think it was not described in the manual, but this is what I have found out. So you can see now it's running just from this power bank. I mean, there's still the built-in battery, but now it is showing the charge. You can see that here. So yeah, it's a little bit small on the side, but the icon changed from battery to charging. So I'm going back here so you can see that nicely. Yeah, again still 75%, and it's showing it's pulling now 18 watts, and that will last for 2 hours. I mean 75% will last for 2 hours. So that's it. We don't have to do anything. It's showing a green light whenever we are on AC power. The thing which bothers me a little bit, that's the sound here, that's the fan. I'm going to stop a little bit talking so you can listen to that sound. Yeah, I hope you have been able to hear that, and especially if you have it like on a flat surface like here on this table, it's really loud. So it's crazy, and there's not a lot of air here. The airflow is really minimal. There's almost nothing. The cooling effect is really not great, definitely, but the noise level is insane. So I mean, if you can put that a little bit far away from you, that might be okay, but just having this all the time beside your laptop, that's not working. And yeah, it's no matter how you turn it around, it is definitely loud. I mean, it's most loud here from this side, but for me, like for permanent working, that would be definitely too loud. I've been thinking about using that for my larger laptop, which has, yeah, probably about 30-40 watts or so, maybe 150 watts peak or so. It would have been good, so I think it had been working, but with this noise level all the time, for me it's definitely not going to work. That's insane. That's not working for me. So I mean, technically it seems to work. I don't see any problem. It has been going down a little bit to 15-14 watts. Yeah, still 74%. doesn't look too bad. I can do some calculation, maybe how long this will last, how much capacity it will be inside, but for me that's not a tempting solution to have it all the time on my side with this noise level. Apart from that, I mean, it's looking nice. It's really a modern thing when I remember this old style power banks or so. This is, and I think this is really up to date regarding the design, but not regarding the noise level. So you can also see what happens when I pull this out here. So it keeps running. So it keeps running on AC power. It will be still activated. So when you have it like this and you push, it won't activate. But when you had it in, you push and it's activated, and you pull it out, it won't stop. It's a little bit annoying. You can see it's still pulling 1 or 2 watts. It's a little bit switching between these things. So just for the fan, probably it's using up 1 or 2 watts, and this will last for 15 hours. So it's actually not doing anything except from spinning the fan for 15 hours, and then it will be empty. It's a little bit strange. So if you don't need that, you can again activate the screen here, but if you don't need that, you have to long press at the end, and then it will stop with the AC power. So I'm now going to test the USB outlets. You can see it just activates. You don't have to push here or so, and we can see, yeah, I'm on a really high amps, but I mean, it should be possible to pull up to 3 amps. So let's do it right away, and you can see easily 3 amps. We can check. Yeah, the voltage is a little bit low. I mean, for such a really high priced device, go a little bit closer here, you can see that better. For this high priced device, it would have been better to see 5 volts, 4.9. I mean, it's not bad. You can charge these things, no problem with that, but it's a little bit too low for my taste. So if you really want 15 watts, but can we go higher? Yeah, at least a little bit. Yeah, now it's blocking, you can see that. Yeah, but definitely, I mean, that's what is written on the thing and on the listing. 3 amps, like 15 watts on the normal USB. I mean, that's a lot of power, and yeah, seems to work. Also, when we check the display here, it's interesting to see, yeah, it says 19 watts. Here we see 15 watts. So there's a little bit of loss. So either it's not really accurate here. I mean, this thing, yeah, I mean, this thing is really accurate here. So either the device here is not very accurate, or maybe it's wasting 4 watts in between for something else. I don't know. But you can see, yeah, like this, it will run for 3 hours. This is really nice thing. I mean, this is something which you don't have with a normal power bank, that you see exactly, I mean, the charge. That's already really good. Digital digits and the wattage and the remaining hours. That's something which is really good, really important if you want to work like with a laptop on this power, so you know how long it will keep going like that. So now let's check on the PD output. I mean, that's a USB-C output supporting PD. Unfortunately, this tester doesn't support PD, but it supports quick charge automatic test. So at least we can see if we can automatically test that. Let's go here to automatic test, and let's start an automatic test for these different voltages. So we'll find already 9 volts, 12 volts. Yeah, that's really good. So that's really promising. And now we want to see all the 3 lights here, that it will support all these quick charge standards like Samsung and Huawei and whatever. So you can see it has all these 3 lights, and that means definitely it is supporting all these quick charge standards. That's really good. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the PD standards, but I'm going to check now for 12 volts. So I've entered now 12 volts manually, and you can see I'm on 1 amp. and yeah, everything is more or less good, but you can see also the voltage also here has been going down a little bit. So yeah, it's not too good. I mean, it's not bad, but let's check on, I think they were saying 2.3 amps or so. That would be a lot. 2.3 amps. Yeah, we have 26 watts here. Yeah, let's see what it says here. Yeah, it's telling us 30 watts, remaining 2 hours. Yeah, 30 watts, 26 watts, so there's definitely a loss in between somewhere. Let's see if we can go a little bit higher. Wow, okay, I'm not going to go any higher than that, but you can see we are now yeah, actually at 35 watts. So I'm going back here, don't want to destroy that, but you can see there's a lot of power here with this USB-C PD adapter. I mean, also the 110 volts, yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Probably, I mean, I don't have a tester here, and I have no device which is close to the 85 watts, but I don't have any doubt at all that it will deliver this 85 watts, maybe even, yeah, 170 peak. So technically, yeah, everything is looking good. I don't see any problem with that. Here we have maybe some description here. As a last test, I will definitely then check on the capacity, but apart from that, everything looking good so far. So I had it now on this load tester for 1 hour, and the good thing is, yeah, no matter if it's 25 watts or 35 watts or probably even more, the only thing which you can hear is this fan here, and of course the AC here in the background, but there is no fan here coming from the power bank. So it looks like there is really only the fan running when we need AC power. Regarding the capacity, I mean, so that was 1 hour on 25 watts, and it lost about 1/3 or 33% during this time. That makes instead of 25 watts, makes 75 watt hours in total. When we divide it by the 5 volts, so it makes 15 amp hours or 15,000 milliamp hours instead of 27 milliampere hours. So for me that looks reasonable. Yeah, it is as it is. It's nothing really weird. All these power bank manufacturers, they are exaggerating heavily, and so there's no surprise, and there's not really bad, it's not really good value. It's something which I was expecting. So I tried again to turn on the AC power without having something plugged in, and it looks like it's working. So I just pushed once here to activate the power bank, and then long press for 3 seconds, and it looks like we have the green light and we have the AC power then without having something plugged in. You can see, yeah, it's pulling 2 watts without anything, just for the fan. Yeah, there's also one thing I wanted to show and test for you, so you don't have to find out and destroy this thing. So I thought, yeah, I'll do this for me and take the risk. I'm doing these videos for you. And so this is what I did. You can see I have plugged the power bank into AC power, and I have also this adapter for the laptop here plugged in. So this is something which is usually very risky, and it can destroy a power bank when it's not designed for that. So this is like the configuration which we have like for emergency power. So if you are fearing like power outage, or if you want to use that as some kind of surge protector, because we have the battery in between, this would be the configuration. And the question is, does it really work, or does it damage the power bank, or yeah, maybe it doesn't charge at all. So what we can see definitely here is that this laptop here on the right side, you see it charging, so that works definitely. So we have definitely power here. The question is then only what happens with the power bank. And when I look at it, what I can see, it's a little bit difficult, it's a little bit far away, but hope you can see that it's showing 45%. A couple of minutes ago it was at 48%. It's showing 2 hours and it's showing 22 watts. Unfortunately, it doesn't say if it's input or output. The thing is, for me it looks like there is less power coming in here than going out here, and when I do this for a longer time, it will probably go down to 0, and at the end it won't work. So the good thing is, of course, I mean, this is just charging here the battery of the laptop, and after an hour or so the battery of the laptop will be fully charged, and so it won't use as much power anymore, and probably then the power or the percentage will increase again. This is just my assumption, of course. At the moment I have no proof about that. I don't have the time at the moment to wait till the laptop is fully charged, but it looks like when I had the laptop just without the extra power of the power bank here, I had the idea that it's draining faster, it's going down faster. So for me it really looks like there is really output here, there's input here to the power bank, there's just more output than input, so the charge is going a little bit down, and actually as expected. And the good thing is really it's working and it doesn't destroy the power bank, so we can have it like almost permanently in between. You just have to make sure that you are not pulling more than this, about I think 25 watts or so, which we have here from this adapter. Otherwise at the end you will pull more out than goes into, and at the end it will go down to 0, and that's then about it, and your device will run out of power. So since we are on a 12 volt here, or 13 volts output, that remembers me on 12 volt output from solar power, and I've been checking the adapter and it looks pretty similar. So I'm going outside, I'm going to try if that works. Maybe that works, and that would be a really good combination to have this power bank and this solar panel, and to have some emergency power, even 110 AC output. So I'm back here after charging this power bank now for 1 hour with this solar panel, and I have good news, and I have really good news, and not only good news for this power bank, but also good news for owners or possible buyers of this solar panel, because this thing together worked really good. I was heavily struggling before to find something where this solar panel was really working. I mean, it has 2 times USB-A output, and it has this 12 volt output, and on USB it has heavily been struggling to charge anything really strong and fast and a lot over long time, no matter what I had, but not with this one. So it looks like with 12 volt it has been charging a lot, and we can see it was down on 35% before, and hope you can see that here. It's showing 48%. I think now you can see that here, 48% in just 1 hour, and it was in the evening. I mean, we have already 6 p.m. The sun is really flat, it's not really strong anymore, and it has still been charging a lot. And the good thing, the really good thing, I mean, the problem with this power bank is that there's an LCD here which shows you how much or how strong it's charging, but it's almost impossible to see because it's underneath the solar panel. The solar panel has to be on top, and so it's impossible to see something. But here with this thing here, you have the display here, and you can see how much it is charging. You see the watts, you see percentage, you see everything here. That's really nice. I haven't seen that with any other power bank, and so I think this is the perfect combination actually. They really fit together in a really good way. So you can see how fast it's charging, how good it's charging. You have to be careful. So if you are not experienced with power banks and solar charging, you have to know that you have to keep this thing cool. So a way to charge it is to put this, I'll put it like this here, and then you have to find a way to put it like here on top, so the sun is shining on the solar panel and the power bank has to be protected from the sun, otherwise it will heat up and will be destroyed, or really it makes the charge inefficient and not good working. So, and the good thing is, even though the plug here is a little bit short, but it still fits actually perfectly. You just have to make sure that it's not falling out, but actually usually it's perfect. It is a perfect fit. These things together, they fit perfectly. So yeah, I didn't expect that. That's quite a happy end for the whole thing. So for me, that doesn't work like a permanent power source for all the time, like for a laptop, which something which I have on the side and is running all the time because it's just too loud. But as an emergency power, that's the perfect combination. If you're like in a location where sometimes you don't have any power, maybe no power for a longer time, so you can charge this power bank with this solar panel, and then you have a lot of power for your small laptop or so. So that's a really good thing. So I'm really happy that I've finally found the perfect application for this power bank and for this solar panel. And yeah, that's it for now. So I think really good. So final thing, bottom line of this is really, it's a good thing. It's a solid thing. It doesn't have 27,000 milliampere hours. It has around 15,000 milliamps only, but it's nothing really strange. It is as it is. It's same thing as other manufacturers also claim. There's nothing wrong with that, at least not with this company in specific. So I would say everything good and solid and really good display, good combination, 12 volt charging, 120 volts here has been working good, fast charge, everything. So really solid device, really good thing, apart from the loud fan. But if you are not planning to use that the whole day, this can be a perfect solution. And I'll put down the links to both of these devices down into the description, so you can check them out and order them right from there on Amazon. And yeah, that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.